What is up, guys? Sean Don here, coming at you with a little different video than normal, not a vlog, kind of like a collab, I guess if you will. I'm going to be making a video on the top 10 things that I carry in my bag for practice and training and competition and stuff like that. Justin Rohde of RODHESPORT asked me to do this video, and of course I obliged because Justin Rohde is the man. Without further ado, here is the top 10 things that I carry for training. So first and foremost, got my training bag, MF Athletic Everything Track and Field. This is the first item on my list of the top 10 things that I carry because I wouldn't be able to carry anything if it was not for this bag. I got it from Rob Lasorsa at MF Athletics. He's the man. It's by far the best bag I've ever used for training. There's so much space for everything. I can carry pretty much everything that I need and then some on top of that because it's just so big and there's so much space. I think on this last trip that I actually took to New York City for the Track Down Summer Series, I only took this bag and I fit everything I needed in it for 4 days. So, moving on. Of course, being throwers, we need our throwing shoes. Currently, I use the Nike Rotationals. I've always been a fan of the faster shoe because I am a slow person. I'm not the most fast twitch, fiber blessed guy out there. So yeah, anything that can get me moving through the circle a little bit faster, but yes. Number 2 for me as a hammer thrower would be my glove, but since I do things a little bit differently than most, I use tape and gauze. If you guys can see this, it just looks like dirty, nasty rope now. But I made a video on it. It's called the Magical Tape Glove. I'll link it below in the description. Go take a view, go take a watch, go take a look, and helps me feel the hammer a little bit better than a traditional leather hammer glove. I also think that my next item also meshes better with this stuff than it does a traditional hammer glove made out of leather. Speaking of the next item, I have this bag that you guys can't really see. It is my handy dandy sap that I carry in this little jar. If you guys can see that, yeah, all my hammer throwing sap in there. Starting to run low, gotta fill it up a little bit more. But I think grip products for the hammer throw especially are an absolute necessary item. The stronger your grip is, the more you can relax your arms, and the longer your radius is gonna get as you go to throw that hammer in release and stuff like that. I've used a lot of different grip products in my time. This has been the best stuff that I found so far. I actually got it imported technically from my teammate John Lorenzo, which I think I've mentioned in the tape glove video, and I think I have enough to last me for at least the next couple of years. Thinking about selling some of it, but if you guys want to try it out, let me know, comment below, and if you guys want to try out some fine Venetian hammer sap. This stuff is the bomb. I also have, buried down in my bag, that's not it, I also have some of this Super 77 spray adhesive from 3M. I use this every now and then. I find that it kind of wears off very easy and only lasts a throw or two, whereas the sap can last anywhere from 6 to 7 throws, if not an entire practice, depending on how humid it is out. So next on the list, which I think is vital for any thrower or any explosive event, running, jumping, sprinting, I think it's even good for distance running, is caffeine pills. Caffeine is an absolute necessity for, like I said, for any explosive event. It will increase rate of force production, power output, stuff like that. Stuff that's vital for throwing far. Normally, before practice, I'll drink a little bit of coffee. Before competitions is when I'll usually take the caffeine pills. It's a little bit easier on the stomach. I can focus on hydrating with water and Gatorade, whatever it might be, instead of focusing on drinking a 20-ounce thing of coffee. Next up on the list, just looks like a shaker cup. Little Hate Brand Goods, Kick Today in the Dick. Also link to this below in the description. This is full of my intra-workout drink. This is actually delicious. It's actually Extreme Formulations Cytofuse, and their whey protein. So the intra-workout is primarily consisted of Cytofuse right here. This is a protein and carb mix, a little bit carb heavier, and then I have straight up whey protein, and I mix these two together for my intra workout. I think it comes out to about 30 grams of protein and 30 grams of carbs to drink during training. And right now I'm doing much less volume than I normally would, so a little bit of a lighter dose on training can last anywhere for me from 2 to 4 hours. 4 hours is when I'm throwing a lot and I'm lifting a lot, and in that case I'll use 2 scoops of Cytofuse and then a half scoop of the whey, and that'll come out to about I think 60 grams of carbs and 30 grams of protein. So I've lost count of what item I'm on now, but oh well. Following closely after the intra workout is of course a necessity for life: water. once again in the Hey Brand's Good Kick Today in the Dick bottle. I'm actually a really big fan, not just of water, but of this bottle because it is very well insulated and keeps water very cold. I can put a couple ice cubes in it and it'll keep the water cold for the duration of my practice, even when I'm out in the sun in 100-degree weather. As long as this bad boy is sealed, the water is going to stay cold, and it's just such a good motto. Kick today in the dick. And just like in Rodhe's top 10 technology for throwers, I have my portable speaker. This is actually my friend's. I borrowed from him, but a necessity. I train alone like 99% of the time, and nothing like a little bit of music to help stay focused, or to sometimes kind of grind out those training sessions, you know, when things get tough, especially when you're on your own. There's nobody there to push you. Sometimes some music can help out. This is I really don't even know what it's called. I don't think it's that expensive, but portable speaker. And then next on the list, which I can't show you guys because I'm filming on it right now, is my camera. Once again, like I said, I practice on my own. I film myself pretty much every throw, and I send the video to my coach, and he critiques it, and I fix it the next day, and then send him more video for the day after that, and it's one giant cycle. But yeah, so obviously my camera, my Canon G7X Mark II, which really has nothing to do with it. I used a GoPro for most of this past year, and then even before that, I would just use my iPhone to film myself and look at it and review technique and stuff like that. And then coming up on a close on the list, I got my knee wraps right here for lifting and sometimes throwing. As throwers, obviously we're bigger guys or gals, you know, bigger people. A lot of squatting, heavy lifting, deadlifting, stuff like that, dumps, plyometric, stuff like that. And every now and then, obviously we get some knee aches, so I prefer to use these knee wraps. I've used like the Reband knee sleeves, but for me, I find the knee wraps do the best. You can kind of adjust how tight they are, so I feel like they mold a little bit better, like they move around, whereas like I would always find like the Reband knee sleeves, they would kind of slide down on my knee. But these are pretty damn solid. These are the California roll from kilos, not pounds. I think I've gone through like 3 pairs of these over the past 2 years. I've used them much less this year because my knees are getting healthier, luckily. But yeah, these things are pretty sturdy. These ones don't smell too bad. My older ones are nasty. And then absolute necessity for any thrower or for anybody is just a good old towel, especially during the summer when it gets hot out there. My hands and arms and face and everything sweats a lot, so it's always nice to dry yourself off and stuff like that, and help the sweat evaporate a little bit. Or even if it's like today where it's raining outside and thunderstorming, I can kind of dry my hands off so that the hammer does not slip out of my hands. So yeah, so that rounds out my list of the top 10 things that I carry in my bag for training. The top 10 pieces of technology, if you will. But yeah, and I know I didn't list any implements on there like Rodhe did. But for those of you that are interested, the competition hammer that I throw is a Dominator Pro Series Tungsten, I think it is. I'm looking into getting a Nishi though, so Nishi, if you guys are watching this, sponsor me, because those things are expensive. So thanks for watching, guys. Like and subscribe, and be sure to share the video. If you guys haven't been over to Justin's website, go check out RODHESPORT.com. He posts blogs all the time, plenty of informational stuff. I've learned a lot from him. He actually coached me my first couple years in college. Plenty to learn from that guy. He's doing great things with the RODHESPORT athletes and the RODHESPORT group he's got going on over in Ohio. So be sure to go give him a look. I believe his website is RODHESPORT.com, RODHE sport.com. If this is your first time here, make sure you guys like the video, subscribe to my channel, give it a share. Yeah, comment below and tell me what you guys use in your bag and what you guys think of the stuff that I use. I'd love to hear what you guys are fans of. Let me know what you guys use. I'm always on the hunt for the best possible equipment out there. So thanks for tuning in, guys. Sean Don, peace and out.